Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking all the seasons of Fortnite in a tier list. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say this is me from editing, and I just want to say this video is completely my opinion and what I think. Don't take any of this too personally, it's my opinion. So anyway, enjoy. Sorry. Let's get straight into it. We're going to start right now. They're all in order, so we're going to be ranking these by the first season to the last season, which is, well, today's season. So yeah. The chances are of probably when you're watching this at the date that this is actually posted, I'm probably not even here next to my setup. I'm probably somewhere else because I'm actually going on vacation from the 10th to the 17th. But when I get back, I'll be streaming and I'll be posting videos. Now, let's start with the first season. Now, from what I've seen from season 1 here, it's interesting, but I feel like I don't really know it because, well, I actually didn't even play. That's the only season that I never played, so that's the only season that's going to be going in there. So, yeah, just, I don't know. I would probably rank it if I did play it, like, at okay, just because of the nostalgia and the OG-ness of that. But, I don't know, I didn't play it. Now, the first season that I actually did play was Season 2. And Season 2 was the first season to introduce the Battle Pass. Now, there were only 80 tiers or something like that, but either way, I find that it was like the first game that I've really seen to really introduce like the Battle Pass, and after that, I kind of saw Rocket League and stuff like that, like after a while, to start also developing Battle Passes. And I know you're gonna say, well, Rocket League was purchased by Epic Games and they put the Battle Pass in there, and that's a bad example because there's a lot of other games that I've seen that have implemented the Battle Pass feature in their game because they saw how well it did for Fortnite, probably. That being said, I'm probably gonna rank Season 2, to be honest, at an good. Because, to be honest, I don't think it was godly just to say that, because I feel like Season 2 was one of those seasons where it was kind of like everyone was still getting used to the game, and kind of no one can really remember playing because it's such a long time ago, unless you know you played every single day, which I didn't, because at the time I didn't even know I liked Fortnite that much, you know what I mean? So yeah, Season 3 is where, for me, like, brosif, it starts to get so cool to play Fortnite. Like, it's like, I don't know, it was just, for me, it's so much fun to play Fortnite at this part of the Fortnite timeline for me, and that's why I have to put it in like the best seasons, because, well, a lot of you guys might be wondering why, and that's because Tilted Towers was released. The Battle Pass had 100 tiers. John Wick was in the game, which everyone was so hyped about, and so many other guns that we know to date were released in Season 3. So honestly, I think that's just like really nice. Like, I don't know, it's like I feel like this season was just really good. Now, Season 4. Season 4 was, for me, the season with the timeline was so good. Like, the story of that season was so good. Like, the entire time we were seeing fighting and stuff like that, and at the end it just ended up being a movie that they were filming with people in superhero costumes, you know what I mean? And I just think they did that really cool, and they kind of kept it a secret from everyone else. And that's why, honestly, just because of the story, I have to put it in like the best season. And that's when I really started, like, honestly, like 100% liking Fortnite. Like, I was like, let's go. Like, and that was the first Battle Pass I ever bought, Season 4. And from there on out, I bought the Battle Pass every season. So honestly, like, this is the game that really made the game this is the season that really made the game boost for me, you know what I mean? Just because of the story time, and again, so many guns were released that I had so much fun with, and yeah, man, I just have to put it in the best seasons, to be honest. Now, Season 5 for me is really good also, but the thing I have to say about this is that the only thing I did not like was the spamming method, and that being because, well, they released the submachine gun and the P90, and they were just spamming weapons, man. But I still like the season, but it's not like it was like Season 3 and Season 4 where I had the maximum amount of hype and stuff like that. So that's why I have to put it in godly, but like at the top of godly, like on the edge of being the best seasons, you know what I mean? For Season 6 here, it's going to take a little downfall for me. I didn't really find the season all too exciting, even though it was Halloween and a lot of things happened around the map. I don't find it that, like, not bad, but I don't find it that awesome possum either, you know what I mean? And that's why I have to be that person, and I have to put it in okay, okay? Like, honestly, I just found like the battle pass was also a little meh, and sure, it was a really good season. I preferred it also. Like, again, it's on the top of okay, about to be good, you know what I mean? So, honestly, really like this one. Season 7 is, for me, a season that will go as an iconic season because, well, honestly, I just love the whole theme with this monster and stuff like that. And that's when I felt like the storyline was really starting to come back a little bit. You know what I mean? Just a lot more of a thing like that. Just like the monster and everything was starting to develop and stuff like that. And Polar Peak, Happy Hamlet, those were the days, my guy, like landing there every single game and just playing stuff like that. And that's when I remember comp started to be something more. Like competitive Fortnite started to a little bit of a boost, you know what I mean? So, yeah. That's why I'm gonna put this season in good. Because I wouldn't say it's godly, but I just think that the storyline was more there, and I like the fact that they made a part of the map in a different biome type thingy. And the battle pass was really good either. I feel like Lynx is such an iconic skin also. The other skins were kind of meh, but it was still really, really cool of a battle pass, and the theme of the season was really cool. Now, season 8 is a season for me, or for everyone, that is a little bit controversial, because, well, people always have different opinions on season, but for me, this season was really cool because I feel like for season 7 and for season 8, we saw a lot of changes in the map, and that what I feel like was keeping Fortnite super, like, hyped up, and just, like, you wanted to play the new seasons to see, like, the new stuff that they added and stuff like that. And I feel like the volcano part of the map was one of the best places to land because you had so much wood, so much brick to collect there. You also had places with ballers, which, let's not forget the ballers there. Like, ballers is my favorite, like, vehicle to drive because I find it so OP and I find it so balanced at the same time, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to explain it, but the battle pass might have been a little meh, but I definitely liked the theme of the season, and that's why I have to put it in good again. I can't put it in godly because the battle pass wasn't that good, and just like the, I don't know, it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but it goes in definitely, like, these two, season 7 and season 8, they're about to be godly, you know what I mean? Like, they're on the edge of being godly. Now, season 9 for me was a really cool season because that's when the World Cup was. And I remember sitting on my couch and watching the World Cup. Like, I remember watching qualifiers or something like that. And I'm pretty sure it was Typical Gamer and Eclipse or something like that. I don't know what his name was, but he was insane. I remember watching him and I was like, oh, let's go, come on, pop off, you know what I mean? So that's why, honestly, the battle pass might have been not that good, but the hype around this season and with Booga and everything, just like that, just with Aqua and Nyrox and stuff like that, I just have to put it in godly. I really do. I just have to. I don't know why, I have to. It just, for me, it's such an iconic season because of the World Cup, and the battle pass might have not been that great, but the story was of waking up in the future and seeing stuff like that, I wasn't too hyped about, well, the Tilted Towers being destroyed and stuff like that, but I feel like it was definitely a different take for Fortnite to take, and I find it, in all, not that bad. Now we're at season 10. Now, for me, I won't lie to you guys, it's not really bad or eh, it's like okay, because, like, for me, it was more of a season where you really liked it or you really hated it, you know what I mean? And for me, it was more in, like, the middle, and I feel like I was one of the only people who were in the middle because, I was watching YouTube videos back then, and everyone was just either so mad at the season or so happy at Fortnite, you know what I mean? And honestly, this season for me was like at the beginning really fun, but at the end it kind of started to die down, you know what I mean? But in all, I really found this season okay. I didn't find it too good, not too bad, like, you know, but it's on the borderline of being you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not about to be good, it's about to be you know what I mean? Chapter 2, Season 1. Now, this season saw something completely different, and it's a whole new map. Now, the thing that I really liked about this season is that it was a whole new different start. I don't feel like they had to do the black hole, and people say bring back the old map, but I just feel like once you're in the old map, it's like people will be like, okay, well, this is fun. Like, it will be hyped for like a week or two, and then people will be like, okay, well, that was fun. But, you know, in all, I don't think it was such a bad season. It lasted 6 months or something like that. And I just feel like that's a little too much, you know what I mean? It's like, I liked the season. I definitely did, right? But it kind of started to die down after a little bit. And there was really nothing going on in Fortnite then, you know what I mean? So that's why I have to put it in okay, too. Just to, I don't know, I didn't find it that, like, hyped, you know? And in this season right here, like, in, like, the 3 months into the season, I started feeling like Fortnite was dying a little bit, you know what I mean? And stuff like that. But I don't know, now with the new seasons, I think it could be good. And you guys just wait for the rankings of these other seasons, you know what I mean? Now, Season 2. I absolutely loved this season. I think it was one of the best seasons to ever exist. I am not even joking. That's when I started to get into competitive also. So I just loved that season with Midas. I love that season with Tiantina. I used to land the rig with my duo at the time, Kiro. And I really loved the rig. I really liked the idea of the season with mythics being introduced also. So honestly, I'm not even joking. I have to put it in godly. I really do. I just have to. I don't even know what to say. I just really have to. Now, another season that I really liked was Chapter 2, Season 3. Now, this season, honestly, I loved how they kept going with the mythics and stuff like that. And I really liked this season because of the Fortilla, was it? Yeah, it was. I really liked the season because of the Fortilla. And I just found it really cool that they implemented the AUG back in the game, or the burst in a mythic. And I like the fact that they reintroduced the Chug Jug, which honestly was kind of overpowered sometimes. Like, if someone sniped you across the map, you'd be back at 100 in about 15 seconds, you know what I mean? So that's why, honestly, I have to put this season in, I'm gonna put it in godly, but it's like, I don't know. But if there was a tier in between godly and good, I would put it there. I wouldn't put it necessarily godly, like insanely godly, but I wouldn't put it in good either, because I found the season pretty hyped up and exciting. So honestly, I'll leave it there. Now, season 4 was interesting, but I'm sorry, I just didn't like it that much. I liked the guns and competitive. I really loved competitive this season. I just didn't like from the POV of a casual player. Like, it was fun, right? Like, it definitely was. Like, I don't know either, but like, I'll take that back. From the casual POV, you know, honestly, I think the season was really cool for the challenges also, but I just didn't feel like the collaboration with Marvel was the play here for Fortnite, and I don't know. It just, I didn't find it all too that good. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm gonna put it in okay. Like, it's on borderline, but like, I think it was okay. Like, honestly, okay, I'll actually boost it up. I'll boost it up to good, just because of competitive and how good I liked the spazzes and the Stark rifles in the game, and the part of the map that was like in a circle with like the Tony Stark base and stuff like that. I really liked that part that was elevated. I found that interesting for competitive and stuff like that, so yeah. Now, Season 5 of this chapter was interesting. I just, to be honest, didn't find it that exciting. Like, I don't know. I really didn't. Like, I did not find it all too exciting. Like, I liked the sand, don't get me wrong. But I just felt like the season was a little bit more of a type of like it's like I don't even know how to explain it. It was cool at the beginning. Like the first month of the season was really cool, okay? Like I really did like it. I just didn't find it all too that like good. You know what I mean? I liked it at the beginning, but then it really for me started to go down like a lot. You know what I mean? And that's why I have to put it in my first Like it's like about to be okay for me, but I just didn't like that season that much either. But I like the with the 0 point thingy coming to life again, so we know the 0 point in this map exists also. Now season 6 for me was just not the play for me. That's the season that I think I played the least in, and the least, and I mean, and won't even lie with you. This is the only season since season 4 that I have not gotten tier 100 because I literally just didn't play. The last 2 weeks of the season, I think combined, I played like an hour. I just did not feel like playing. I played Rocket League instead. I started to play Valorant also a little bit, and like this season for me, I'm sorry, and this might be a lot of people's like good seasons, but for me, like personally, for a personal experience, I just didn't like it, to be honest. Now for season 7, the season we are currently in, it's been quite some time, and I've gotten the time to kind of think about it, and to be honest, I think this season is good. I think it's not godly, but it's good because it's a little balanced. I like the fact that at the beginning of the season, there was railguns and like those recon scanner thingies as a test, and then they took it out when they realized it might have been too OP or something like that. And I respect Fortnite for doing that. So honestly, respect. And for Fortnite, I really think that this is a good season for them because the theme of it is also interesting with like the alien invasion and stuff like that. And I think that if the next few seasons continue to be this interesting and stuff like that, they could really come back to how season 2 and season 3 was and even continue that, you know what I mean? Because these seasons were godly, 2 seasons in a row, and I had so much fun with them. And hopefully in the next few seasons I have so much fun with them also. So, yeah. I hope Fortnite keeps up the good work with the seasons so far, because not, as you can see, not a lot of them were like okay and below, you know what I mean? And that's what I find really good of Fortnite, is that out of the 16 seasons, there's a lot that are good and more, you know what I mean? So I hope Fortnite continues the good work with the following seasons. And anyway, I think that kind of finishes my tier list also. So if you guys want to see more of these type of tier lists and my opinions and stuff like that, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications to know when I go live or when I post a new video. Anyway, see you guys next time. Peace.